Hi, in this video we'll be discussing GMAT Official Guide 2017 edition Quant Problem Solving question number 198. Let's have a look at this question. If you look at this question, the question says if d is equal to 1 by 2 power 3 into 5 power 7 is expressed as a terminating decimal. So what is terminating decimal? The decimal which terminates. For an example 0 0.5, 0 0.325, right? Somewhere it ends. So that means it is called as a terminating decimal. So otherwise if you are looking for a fraction which terminates, 1 by 2 which is nothing but 0.5 which terminates, 1 by 200 terminates, right? 1 by 200 is nothing but 0.005. So anything which has a only 2's or a 5's in the denominator in a fraction is called as a terminating fraction. So I have to summarize this. A fraction, otherwise a simplified fraction. Simplified fraction means a fraction cannot be further simplified to its lowest form. A fraction in its simplified form is called as a simplified fraction, like 2 by 5. 2 by 5 you cannot further simplify it, right? It is already in its simplest form. A simplified fractions which has only 2's or 5's, which has only 2's or 5's in its denominator, right? Simplified fraction is very important. In its denominator is called as a terminating fraction. Is a terminating fraction. Okay, so that's something here. Here 1 by 2, 1 by 200 all have only 2's or 5's, or even it could have both in the sense it will be 10's. 10's means of course it will terminate, you all know that, right? So if if you look at it, non-terminating fraction means 1 by 3 is a non-terminating because you have a 3 in it, and even if you convert this to a fraction, decimal, you will have 0.333 recurs. It's not a terminating decimal. Okay, now the question is asking you how many non-zero digits will d have. Okay, so the question is asking you how many non-zero digits. 10's in the denominator will give you zeros in the decimal point as well. Other than 10's, right, you could have non-zero digits. Okay, so that means let me first group the 10's. 2 and a 5 will get you 10's, right? 2 cube. 5 power 7 can be written as 5 power 3 into 5 power 4, right? Simple exponent rule. A power m into a power n is a power m plus n. That's what we are trying to use here. Okay, so a power m into a power n is nothing but a power m plus n. Okay, so in that case here 5 power 7 can be written as 5 power 3 into 5 power 4, which is nothing but 1 by 10 power 3. 10's in the denominators will add zeros in the decimal value. If you convert that as a decimal, it will add zeros, but the question is asking you non-zero digits, right? Non-zero digits. Okay, in that case 5 power 4, maybe people will find it little harder. 5 power 4 is 625, but if you find it little harder, right, all you can do is, right, in the numerator and the denominator multiply with 2 power 4, right? Numerator and denominator multiply with 2 power 4, multiply and divide with 2 power 4. So we can do that. 2 power 4 will cancel off, this is nothing but 1. So what that makes is, in the denominator that will make this as a 10's. 5 power 4 we have, so 5 power 4 into 2 power 4, that will make us 10. So that will give us this, right? 1 by 5 power 4 into 2 power 4 is 10 power 4. 10 power 4 into 10 power 3 is 10 power 7, right? So 10 power 7 we have, correct? So 10 power 7 we have in the denominator, but in the numerator we have as a 2 power 4. 2 power 4 we all know, it's very simple. 2 power 4 is 16, right? So 4 square into 4 square is what 2 power 4 is, right? Otherwise 2 square into 2 square is what 2 power 4, which is nothing but 16. So answer has to be here 2 non-zero digits, right? 16 will have only 2 non-zero digits and 7 zeros will be there. So you don't worry about zeros. Otherwise, if you are looking for what is the decimal expansion here, this decimal representation 1 6 and there are 7 zeros means 7 zeros in the denominator means you should write 5 zeros here, right? And 2 decimal points already covered 1 6, so that means 0.000 another 00 and 1 6. So 5 zeros and 2 non-zeros, which is nothing but 16 here. So answer has to be here B, 2 non-zero digits. So keep this thing in mind. A simplified fraction which has only 2's or 5's in its denominator is a terminating fraction. That's something very important. And also, to make the calculation easier, always do this small adjustments, right? 2 power 4 and 2 power 4 you can multiply and divide. Idea is to make the denominator as tens, because that will gives us zeros, right? That will be easier for us to convert that to a decimal, right? So 2 power 4 is 16, so 0.000016. So 16 is the two non-zero digits, so answer has to be here B. Hope this is clear. Thank you.